What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Shout out to the Dragon Riders and the House of the Dragon. Here we are at about $535 with 7 hours and 22 minutes left in the day. We're down 3.7% on the day, and this is an ugly looking daily candle. But to be fair, compared to the average altcoin, you're doing pretty good, man. You're doing pretty good. Let's look at the average altcoin here on the others chart, right? We'll delete this real quick. I mean, Bitcoin Cash, in reference to this zone, it's up here right now. The average altcoin's down here near the lows. Some coins are even looking like they want to see lower lows. Bitcoin Cash, in reference to that zone, it's actually holding up pretty well. You look pretty good. So don't be afraid of this. You're down 3.6% today. The average altcoin is down 5.2% today. So you're holding up better than the average coin by far. Love to see this. Love to see this. I am going to do a short-term analysis on Bitcoin Cash today. We all know the game plan, right? Bitcoin Cash, massive, massive downward sloping trend here for its whole life. Absolutely massive consolidation phase, right? The whole existence of Bitcoin Cash was consolidation. Now we're on the precipice of greatness, of breaking out. And I mean, we keep talking about this as the next stopping point, but really, guys, we could just move all the way up to all-time highs from here. We could break. Isn't it typical of wedges whenever you break out to return to where the wedge formed? Isn't that like the breakout move? Isn't that what it calls for? I'm just saying, by the end of this year, we could really be at $4,500 or higher. It's completely possible. In fact, I wanted to do short term analysis. I promise you, I did. I just because it's Bitcoin Cash and because this is such a momentous occasion, we can't get away from the long term. It's worth talking about. I'm what's the word I want to look for? Motivated. I don't know. Moved. I feel like I'm required to talk about the long term because if somebody's watching this video and you've never heard of Bitcoin Cash before, most of you, in fact, I bet all of you watching this video probably have seen my Bitcoin Cash videos before. You've probably been well aware of this whole consolidation phase that we're in. But in case there's one new person or multiple new people who have never seen this kind of stuff before, I want to talk about the long term because it's so important. This is such an important aspect of Bitcoin Cash's prospects here. It really, really is. And I want to look at this here on the pattern site. Let's do chart patterns, and then we will go to wedge. Wedge, would it be under W's? W, wedge. Let's see. Wedge, ascending, broadening. Descending, broadening. We don't want that. We want wedge. What kind of wedge is it? It's like it's not really falling or rising, is it? Would it be rising if it's got higher lows, technically? Wedge rising. Let's see. Let's just click on that and see what the schematic comes up with here. Yeah, right? Well, here you have a tightening wedge. I don't know. Would it be a triangle? Here I thought it would be so easy. Let's see. Wedge. Falling. It's not a falling, broadening, ascending. Let's look up triangles. Triangle, symmetrical triangle running. Triangle. It's not a descending pattern, right? That's not a It's kind of like a descending triangle, isn't it? It kind of is like a descending triangle. Triangle, descending, busted. Let's do that. Where you've got this descending triangle and it's busted. No, I don't really like that because that's not what we're dealing with. I don't know what to call this. It is some kind of a wedge, right? We've got the higher lows. Anyways, it's a tightening wedge formation. And with wedges, let's just do this. Let's do this. I'm sorry. I'm getting everybody. Here I was thinking that I was giving you something that would not take this long. But let's do this real quick, okay? Let's pretend we were in a wedge that was ascending and broadening. Is that what we want? No, we don't want that. We want wedge falling, wedge rising, whatever. We'll do wedge falling. We'll do a falling wedge. Something like this, sure. It's falling, it's rising, whatever. The measure rule would be, yeah, exactly. Look at this. The wedge, the measure move is to the top of the pattern. That's where the breakout where it should go. Does that mean that you have to stop there and you have to turn around? No, you can continue past that, but the stopping point is right at the top there. Okay. And that's all I'm trying to say. That's really the point I was trying to get to, is that whenever we break out, we likely do go to this level, if not beyond it in time, right? I think the technical proper measure move will be this, but I need to figure out what kind of pattern this is. It's got to be a wedge. It's not a descending triangle. It's not. If it was a descending triangle, it'd be a flat line. But anyways, let's move on. Let's do the short term stuff. If you're still here, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you all for being here. 1 hour time frame. Looking at the short term stuff, we are at $535 now. 17 hours left in the day. Looking like we do want to move a little bit lower with the RSI, the stochastics, and the MACD. We look at the 4 hour time frame. Yes, the RSI is weak. We could bounce here a little bit momentarily, but we still probably do have lower to go. So looking at Bitcoin Cash here, unfortunately, we probably do have lower to go. Oh my God, we've got a megaphone pattern here, don't we? Lower lows and higher highs, but we've broken out of it to the downside. And the way that you would measure this is you would take the low of the pattern to the high of the pattern, and then you'd put that measure move there. That would actually call for a measurement down to about $508. And isn't that a perfect level, or $510, perfect level to buy at prior resistance here, prior support there? And I bet if we put a low to high on here, we even get a good fib, don't we? Let's see, from a low to a high, not the fake out high, let's just do this high. That's right below the 382. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. That's exactly what you'd look for, is a wick just below the 382 and you come back up. My money is on the fact that Bitcoin Cash probably does go below $510 again, or at least around there, but probably not below 500. Let's say I'm wrong. Let's say that we do go below these levels. Okay, let's say that we do go lower than $500. It's fine. It's a higher low. It's not a big deal. Who cares? But I do think that this area right here, this is where you're going to find support. Right there at about $510. Support before, support right there. Resistance, 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 support. Let's do it. 382, it's just below there. That's a very common outlook right there. Very common outcome is what I should say. Stochastics look bearish. MACD is bullish, but you could go lower and still bounce off the zero, providing a bullish reading there. So that'd be good. I am under the impression that we do return to prices that are a little bit lower than this. Because looking at this now, I'm somewhat confident that was a megaphone. If it's not a megaphone, it was a horizontal channel, but it looks like one, right? You've got the lower lows and the higher highs. I mean, it's pretty, it could be a horizontal channel, but it's pretty perfect. At any rate, it's very obvious we've broken out. I don't think there's any, I mean, look at the volume. Everything about that is a proper breakout to the downside. So we probably do return to where this move started right down there. It's perfect. So Bitcoin Cash, Dragon Riders, B Cashiers, the Cashies. Shout out to B Cashy, by the way, or Cashies for giving us that name. I like that name, Cashies. I've always said Dragon Riders, but Cashies. We're the Cashies, baby, or the Dragon Riders, or the Bitcoin Cash Army, whatever it is you want to say. $534, my friends. We have a little bit lower to go. It will be a higher low, though, thankfully. And from there, we'll sing Kumbaya. We'll start to rally. New highs are coming. It's just a matter of days. Be patient, okay? Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, all right? Bye-bye.